Okay, let's do a short tutorial about how to make a dynamic template in Photoshop that you can use in Caspar Server 2.1. The first thing I did do, thanks Vimish for the tip, was change in the config file the font path to the path where the Windows fonts are. You have to have all fonts in the font folder for the font path that you use, or else it won't work. I'm using the CasparCG build from from December the 5th 2006. So there. As the client, I use the normal 2.08. Let's start that one too. So just for getting some background, let's run the AMB there. Here we can see some of my templates, but now we have Caspar up and running. Let's start the Photoshop. Now, I start by opening a PNG file that I will use as a background for the graphics. It's a transparent PNG with the full HD resolution. I have here in the window checked also that the timeline is open. So I start by create a video timeline. Now I have a 5-second layer with this background. So let's start to rename the layer to background. It's not necessary, but let's do it for fun. Okay. First, I will shorten down this to 3 seconds. Yeah, 10 frames, 20 frames, 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds. That's all I need. Now I want to make some changes to this picture. Let's start with opacity. Let's put another marker at 1 second. Let's marker at 2 seconds, and let's put turn marker at 3 seconds. Okay, yellow dot activating marker. Here, opacity, let's fade in some there. I just want to put it there to 50. Let's go to the first marker there, and this one I will use fade out there. Now I have fade out, but here I want to put position, and also here I want to put a position because I want to, I select cross, go here, and I want to basically have the background graphic to fall out of picture there. So, okay, we have fade in, it keeps it, and then it will fade out, same time it is go down. Right. Okay, now I'm pretty pleased with this. So I go to the start of my timeline. Here, add 2 new layers. This one, layer 1, F1. Whoop, cancel, doesn't double click. I was meant to FO. You probably recognize those. Let's also shorten them down to 3 seconds. There. Okay. 2 layers. This will be, as you guess, my text layers. So let's put some text to them. To FO. And now when I start the text, it jumps to that place. But I want the marker to be at this position because then I can see it against the background. I would take some font. I can use Bauhaus. 95 sounds right. Test of the dude. You know why. Okay. In white. That's fine. Yes. Okay. Let's go to this F1 layer. Another text. It also jumps. I will fix that later. Let's make this smaller. And last test of the girl. Hey, dude. So now with the girl. Yes. Okay. I don't really like that to be bold, so let's make it italic instead. Should we change the font? Now let's keep it. I think it's a bit too small. That's okay, but the positioning now I want to change the font also. I think it's still a bit too thick, so let's use that one. Okay. Now we have 2 texts or 2 layers of text placed on the graphics. Let's start by moving these layers to the start, and now I shorten them to 3 seconds again. There. Okay. What do I want to do with them? Both activated. Let's have transformations for these. 1 second, I want them to be there. Two seconds. There. There. And then here. Okay. So it's a bit difficult to see because the text is white against a transparent background. But if you have good vision, now you see I'm moving down both of those layers. Let's see. See, it goes nice and easy. Probably should also go here, opacity, and fade out. There. There. Well, let's activate the marker and fade that one out. Let's see. Yes. Okay. Now the end looks fine. The beginning doesn't. Nope. So let's activate both layers. And when both layers are active, somehow I don't really know the reason why, but I can move both text fields at the same time with the two layers activated without both markers. Now, because the Photoshop producer doesn't do alignment so well, it's a bit, you don't know how long your text is, so having this kind of movement, it's a bit risky. Let's see. There. Let's also put opacity here. Think that was a bit too hard, and that's fixed already. Let's see. Yes, as much smoother. Now the things I would like to do is to put a drop shadow. That's black. Size as okay. see, drop shadow, no drop shadow, drop shadow, no drop shadow. Okay, the problem is CasparCG doesn't understand the drop shadow or any other effects either. Hopefully a function that will come, but we don't know. But what I do now is file, save it in this where the templates are saved. Let's save as a demo background underscore 5 and save it. Okay. Let's have the screen consumer and here our demo background 05. Okay. Let's run it once. There it comes. Let's put some and test of the dude. Nope. There. Okay. And 111 test of the girl. Okay. Let's run it again. Now with some metadata. Yeah, okay. Two things. You see the text's position is all wrong. And also it stops. Okay. So back to Photoshop. Here on the first line we have something called comments. Let's start by being on the first frame and write start intro. Right. Let's go somewhere here between. Now this is basically a unnecessary second. This between this because the intro is 1 second and the outro is 1 second, so I have this between second 1 and 2 is not needed, but let's put a marker there. Right, stop, semicolon, and start outro there. Okay. Since the Photoshop doesn't really loop, so you don't have to put at the last frame a stop mark. Now I save it, goes back to the client, press F2, there we have it. Now it stops and press F1, it goes out. Perfect. Except for the text alignment. So let's go back to Photoshop and try to fix that. Now it's just pure luck how it's fixed. Let's select transform, let's select both, and let's take them down there. Okay, save, and this is just try and error. Ouch. Okay, now the alignment there looked good, but it just worked on it, put a new marker, so let's delete, yes, let's go here, select all, see what. Let's take some. Let's work in blind. Save. I just try to move it downward. Oh, now screen consumer and client. Let's see. No, it's still okay. Now the first were fine, but the second. Let's see. Oh. They're still up. Let's go here. Let's take that one down there. I don't know. I probably could see the positioning somewhere, but I'm not that familiar with Photoshop, so I don't know. Saved it. Consumer, client. It comes in from high. Okay. Moves a bit when I. Okay. So let's go here. That one. That went up from there. Whoa, nope. Let's go here. Down. Oh, first you save, and then you try to run it. Now it's come up a bit. There. Save. I'm just taking it bit down with the arrow keys. Let's see. Let's see. Ooh. Comes up fine. Here it starts to wobble. Let's go here, there. Okay. Let's save. Let's see what it does. Okay. And take it up. Yes. Okay. Let's see. Ouch. Now, there. Let's go there. Okay. Uh, so here we have some basic of how you do a dynamic template in Photoshop. Hope you learned something. Hope you can do another better tutorial. And let's hope we're getting some improvement to this. Thanks for watching.